Hello and welcome to the Remastered Financier Legend Stealth Guide. The strategies in this video are not necessarily the most optimal, but you should have more than enough options to complete the mission. For the skill tree, Art of the Steal and Interference are required, Prodigy and Deception are recommended, and Surveillance State is optional. For your loadout, just bring a Suppressed UP9 and a Lockpick. You can also bring a tracker for Ryan, but it's completely optional. The first step is to get a disguise, and you can't really go outside the spawn area until you do. The simplest method is to wait for a guard to show up at this spot. Then you can intimidate them and make them follow you to this area. Don't forget to interrogate the guard, as this has a chance to give you the safe location or safe combination. Then you can take the disguise, and I recommend bagging the body as well. You technically don't have to in this case, but if you're going to lure Ryan outside later, this gets rid of the K45 dropped by the guard. You can also get a disguise from this guard by placing a lockpick here and shooting to make the guard face the stairs. Then you need to lure the guard by letting the detection meter get to 2 bars and quickly getting out of sight. Then you can intimidate the guard, press F without facing the guard to make them get down, and then answer the radio. Then you can simply interrogate and take a disguise. If you don't want to answer a radio, you can also do it like this and just keep shooting until the radio disappears, but personally I don't think it's necessary if you have deception, because if you do the mission properly, you shouldn't have to answer another radio. For the third disguise method, you'll know the guard is in position if you see a shadow over here. You'll need to climb the stairs, but make sure to prone to avoid detection. Then you need to stand up, shout, and quickly prone again. Then intimidate the guard, press F without facing them to make them get down, and quickly answer the radio. A problem with this method is there's a small chance that the other guard will come this way as you're answering the radio, but from my experience, this is very unlikely, so it is a pretty consistent method overall. Again, don't forget to interrogate and hide the body, but anyway, once you have a disguise, it's time to disable all the power boxes, because opening a door before then will immediately fail stealth. The trick to this part is finding the right positions that let you interact with the power boxes without guards or cameras nearby seeing you. For this spot at the back, you actually don't have to loop the camera that's closest to you, but you will have to loop the one that's a bit behind that if it's facing toward you. Note that even though moonwalking doesn't completely work in this mission, it will still work on cameras. A useful trick is to lean and then unlean right after you start interacting with the power box, which lets you disable the power box while taking cover behind a corner. Overall, this step is pretty straightforward, and you just have to find where the power boxes are and avoid getting detected. You don't have to take out anyone else, but if there's no risk, it may be worth it because you have another chance at learning the safe location. Just keep in mind that you can only take out up to 3 guards total, because taking out more will start a timer until they notice something's up and raise the alarm. Anyway, once you have all the power boxes disabled, it's time to go inside to find the safe, and I recommend going through the front door, but you can lockpick as many doors as you want. If you don't have the safe location, you'll have to tear down the paintings one by one until you find it. If you get to a painting but there's a guard in the way, just ignore it and move on to another one and then come back to that one later. There's also a laptop that spawns in a random location, and if you have the Prodigy perk or Hacker, you can hack it and it will eventually reveal the safe location, though it does take quite a while. So don't just sit there doing nothing. These 2 paintings are some of the most difficult, so I recommend trying them early. Just be prepared to wait depending on the guard rotations. If there's only 1 or 2 guards though, you can usually avoid them by proning and interacting from a certain angle. If you're not careful, there could be a guard detecting you from every angle, in which case you need to plan your escape and get out before you're detected. Then there's this painting, which seems like it's really difficult, but if you get in this corner and then prone, most guards won't be able to detect you, so it's actually pretty safe. Finally, don't forget that there's a separate room upstairs that has two paintings, and you will have to lockpick this door to get inside. Once you find the safe, you'll have to crack it to get the hard drive. Having the safe combination makes this faster, but it's not necessary. Finally, you need to get Ryan. But you can't just do whatever you want, because if you try taking him out normally, chances are you're gonna fail the mission. Actually, I don't know how I didn't fail here. I totally should have. But anyway, don't do this. You have to lure Ryan to the mission consistently. If Ryan is upstairs, shoot your gun to make him face this way, and then do a simple detection lure to get him to go inside the room. You'll need to do a follow-up lure to ensure he's fully inside the room, then close the door and take him out. Then just bag the body and exfiltrate. Note that you need to take Ryan alive because if he dies, your rewards are cut in half. You can also lure Ryan by shooting, doing a detection lure through this little window, and then doing a few more detection lures to lead him this way, just to be completely safe. You can speed up this lure a bit by shooting, but you don't have to, and once you hostage Ryan, you don't even have to knock him out, you can just make him follow you and it still works. Finally, you can also do a shout lure like this to lure him outside, just don't forget to lockpick the door. Here, I placed a lockpick beforehand to lure him to this area, but you could also just do a detection lure like I did with the previous lure. Again, there are many ways to lure Ryan, and it doesn't really matter, just find something that works for you and that you can do consistently. If you want to save time, you can also get Ryan before getting the safe, and then interrogate him, which is guaranteed to give you the safe location and combination. However, the guards will start a search for Ryan, which puts you on the clock, and this is especially risky if the safe ends up being in a trickier location like the kitchen. For this reason, I recommend carrying Ryan the whole time and hiding any other bodies before you take out Ryan, because the guards will patrol the outside. Overall, taking out Ryan first will be fine most of the time, but if you want to play it safe, you should get the safe first. No pun intended. Quick bonus tip, if you're gonna track Ryan, make sure his bodyguard can't see you and watch out for the other guards, or else you're probably gonna get detected. And that's pretty much it. If you liked the video, make sure to subscribe for more entry point and operators content. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.